How would you like to travel the known universe and collect all the unusual creatures just like you would in Pokemon? Truly trying to become the Pokemon master of Starfield. But we have an incredible mod that is going to completely change the way you experience creatures in Starfield. How would you like to capture, name, and make any creature in the known universe your companion? A companion you can give a name, that you can feed, level up, and even store items. That's going to allow currently 300 different creatures that you can capture and make your own. We truly have the adult space Pokemon that we've always wanted, built within Starfield. This is one crazy, insane mod you cannot miss, and we're going to go through that in so much detail in this video. You won't be disappointed with this one. This is going to completely change how you experience creatures. It will give you a much deeper connection to traveling to different worlds and sussing out all the different habitable planets and even inhabitable. Wherever there is fauna, you're going to be having a lot more fun trying to catch them. The mod is called Xenobox, and it is by Ghostwriter231. We're going to spend a little bit more time on this mod because it is so epic. Feel free to use the chapters to skip ahead. Oh, we caught it. We got it. What? Upon installing the mod, you will get 2 critical items into your inventory. The Xenobox, which is basically going to be your central computer, as if when you go to your Pokemon Center. We'll come back to this. You'll also get 2 important grenades, 2 different types. The CCD, this is the one you use to catch them. And then if you want to send or spawn your captured creature out, you use the CCD. Now this mod is incredible. What we're going to do is we're going to demonstrate and we're going to capture a creature. Now the only creatures that can't be captured are some of the flying creatures that are owned by someone else, some of the creatures in some of the missions, and some of the small roachy tiny type creatures that you find commonly on the ground. However, everything else is fair game. Now, not only does this add all the elements just like Pokemon, where the higher level they are, the easier they are to catch. It will also increase the difficulty if you're lower level, as well as having different choices for different Pokeballs, if you will. Up to 5 different types of Pokeballs, giving you a percentage increased chance depending on which one you use. Now, at the moment, I just have the very basic, so I have quite a low capture rate, but I'll give you an example. We're going to try capture one of these low level. There we go, we successfully caught one. So that was that. Upon capturing a creature, it will make the same noise, just like a Digipick, when you've successfully opened a door. That's how you know. And you'll also have on the right-hand side, a little message saying that it's worked. And this is where the Xenobox comes in, because it is our management. It is our Pokemon Center. This is just mind-blowing. Okay, so here we have our Xeno friends. Just like in Pokemon, our storage, we can store up to 300 different creatures. What? So in here, I've got Demon, which is the first guy I caught, and then we've got Mantis, the last 2 creatures that we just caught. Let's swap Demon for Mantis. So we're going to click Mantis. It's going to give us some of the details upon clicking what our friendship level is. So there is a companion system built in within the creature. If you get it all the way down to 0 from attacking, not feeding them, they will automatically return, or they'll just disappear as if they've been recalled into their Pokeball. So having a hunger, we obviously will need to feed them. We'll come to feeding them soon. We have a level, the level that is represented on at the top when you capture them. And then we also have power level, health level. Now Mantis was caught on a level 1 planet, but if we go to Demon, who I've made some upgrades to, you can see his power level is much greater, and it was caught at level 80. So I've also added a legendary effect, increased his power level, giving him some food. We'll come to that very soon. What we're going to do is we're going to switch out Demon for Mantis. So what we need to do, we need to go to current Xeno management. There's Demon. We're going to recall him. So we're going to send him back to the box. Then we're going to go over here to the box, select Mantis, and we're going to select Dispense Field. So we're going to select him. So Mantis has now become our main creature. Now it's recommended you always name your creature. So once you've got them selected, what we can do is just go here to see how we've got the send out CCD. We grab that, we throw it, and there he is. That's our new creature, our new Pokemon. Now technically looks like we can have multiple. I don't know if Demon was meant to disappear, but that's okay with me to have multiple. That is awesome. So we'll just talk to Mantis, makes a click noise, so you'll get a little dialogue box, and these will be some of the options, so you can check in, see what your stats are, if they're hungry, similar to that other screen we saw before. It even indicates the slot, which is very handy. Now the important thing to do when you first capture them is give them a name. Now you'll be able to select a name out of 120 different options, but there'll be more names being added down the track. However, these are what we we have. So let's call him McNuggets. Now he's named. So for the stability and longevity of using the different creatures, the mod author suggests to give him a name. You don't have to, but it's recommended. Through this menu, we can also do the feeding process. So you go, are you hungry? So if they're not hungry, they're not going to engage in it. But if they are, you'll get a menu where you can select from the different food that you craft. Now treats, however, treats is where we can actually give them different attacks. We can power them up with pet jerky. We can grant them a legendary status. Now granting a legendary status, which can be crafted from your kitchen oven, will basically beef up a lot of the stats for your creature. And then this is where we can actually select the different types of attack. So I'm pretty sure the mantis fires a rock from memory, so we can change that attack. So we'll change it to say the frozen treat. I mean, this is unreal. We're going to give it the frozen treat, and now he's learned that attack. So that's the only long range attack he will do. Now, not all creatures will be able to do these different attacks. Some of them might work. You want to tend to stick to the creatures that do already have the long range attack, which you'll find a surprisingly large amount of creatures do have a long range attack. So we'll say that that was all. So we've given him a new attack. Let's actually buff him up as well while we're here. So we'll go back to, would you like some treat? We've already crafted a ton of the different food items. We'll come to that very soon. So we'll go pet jerky, give him more, buff him up. Now you can keep giving him the jerky and leveling his power up. So you can see out of 10, you can get him to a power level of 10. So we'll give him heaps of these until we get him to a power level 10, and then we'll check his stats, which should be much more beefy. Okay, so we've got him to level 10. Don't feed him anymore. You can't go any higher than 10. But we'll also grant a legendary effect as well, beefing the stats up even further. Now, if we talk to McNuggets, we'll go relationship. Now he has way more health. He's still only level 1, but he has a power level of 10 out of 10. Still very weak on the health, but he does have a legendary. Let's go get into combat and see. Now, let's hope he doesn't die just straight away because he's got such low health. So he might just go down, but we'll see if he can do some damage here without getting completely destroyed yet. And there it is. There's his ice attack. He's doing an ice attack. What is this game? Holy moly. So yeah, we've taught him a new attack, and he's probably going to die because he's only level 1, but he's already taken down much higher level enemies. These guys are about level 30, I think. So he's doing damn insanely good. Now we'll just take it off slow and let him go wild. He's going to charge and attack this next guy. Oh, one shot. What? Look at him. Oh, and he's so fast as well. His speed has been increased. Now, that could be the legendary effect, or it could be the treats. I'm not 100% certain. But between those two, we get really cool buffed up stats. What is this game? I can't believe this mod. Now, I do have a mod on called Your Gang's All Here. So it might be the reason I can have more than one. So we'll go over some more of the functionality. So if your creature gets too far away or you're not sure where it is, you can just throw your send out CCD and that will spawn them. Now, if we want to change it back to Demon, we would use the Xenobox. We'd go to box 1, would go to Demon. We'll go select and dispense field. So we'll set him to be the one we send out when we throw that grenade. So really nice, easy, simple system. And if we did want to get rid of Mantis, we could go click on McNuggets and we can just go recall. So that will recall Nuggets back into the box. So we'll just do that now. And you can see why naming them is so important, because this is where we can manage them much easier. Now, Xenopet will be the default name of any of the creatures that are unnamed, from my understanding. So again, should rename them, just makes it much easier. Okay, so now we're out. So yeah, now we only have Demon, and we're going to feed Demon because he's probably hungry. We can see if we look at his relationship. Now, my understanding is if he's at 100%, it means he's completely full. The lower the number it goes, the more hungry he is. So if we feed him, we'll go, are you hungry? He gets excited. Now this is where we can go and give him the various different meals. I have upgraded all the required perks and research. So I'm going to feed him 30 to give him maximum to completely fill him up. So we go back and check his stats again. You'll see that he's at 100%. So that means he's full. One thing to note too, though, if you do catch a real big creature, they will be awkward in tight spaces. So just be mindful of that. Doesn't bother me. It might bother you. However, we're going to head down and we're going to look at some really important things you need to consider. First off, we need to consider upgrading our research project, the Xeno Breath treats. So this is how we can change their attack. The Xeno vitamin meals, this is how we feed them. If we upgrade this, we can feed them the gourmet meal. Now do take note that we need the gastronomy rank 1 and rank 2. And yeah, that's not all. If we want to upgrade our Pokeballs or our catching devices, we'd go into the weapons. We'll have quick domestic device 1, which will give us a 10% chance of catching. So we'll go ahead and complete these research. Then we go quick domestication device 2. That will give us a 15% chance of catching. Device 3 gives us 20. And then finally, we get to basically the legendary make 5. This gives us a 25% chance of catching. So it's going to get a lot easier to catch some of the more larger and crazy creatures that are out there. Now, with all those upgraded, we'll be able to craft the meals from cooking station or the oven, depending on what mods you have. So you'd scroll down and you would see you have the different options. Be mindful there's treats and then there's meals. Treats are the ones that will teach the various different attacks. And then the meals are the ones we want to look at right now. These are the ones that we can use to feed them. The gourmet meal doing the most, restores 30 hunger and will heal some of their health. We also have the super meal, which is going to enhance their overall health, damage, and mobility permanently. So this is the one we can give them up to 10 times. So that's the Xenopet super meal. And then everything else is the treat. So we have the electric attack, sonic threat, quill. So pretty much all the different attack types you can consider or think of is pretty much available. So when it comes to crafting your different capture devices, you can see that by the time you get to the make 4, it costs so many different resources. So if I wasn't doing a demonstration and I had to go out and get all of this, it means that it's going to be very satisfying getting up to your Mark 5 even, because it would take so much time to invest to get the research done, to then get the materials, to then be able to craft, to then be able to capture the biggest, baddest creatures. So this is literally hours upon hours of content within this mod. So we're going to craft some of the make 5 just to give you an example, but look at all the various things you'll need. This mod is absolutely mind-blowing. A few more things we need to note before we go, as well as using attacks that will stun or concuss will make it easier to catch a lot of the creatures. So this is where your Nova Blaster will come in handy. So we've covered the majority of this mod. I'm going to do another video going through this in more detail and also providing you with some of the best planets to go to capture the biggest, baddest creatures in all of Starfield. This mod, Xenomaster, is probably one of the best mods I've seen in terms of how much content, how reliable it is, the complexity of the system. It truly is one of the best free mods out there right now, in my opinion. The creator, Ghost Rider 231, really deserves some praise, and if anyone can swing it, some donations, because this mod is truly worth its weight in gold. I also want to thank all the others involved with making this mod. Quickly noting, I did try donate to this project, but it doesn't seem like there is any option to. Perhaps because it's still in beta, and when they do a full release, we may have the option to this project and giving it a try. This is truly the ultimate Pokemon and space mod for Starfield. Thank you very much for watching. If you get anything out of this, consider liking, subscribing, commenting. Let me know what you think about some of these mods. You can let me know what mods you'd like me to cover, or if there's anything on your mind, just drop it in the comment. Thanks again, and peace.